Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and as you can see, we finished up the Adeptus Custodes, however you want to say it. They're finished. So basically, this was a custom army commission that I've been working on for a little bit now, and it was essentially done with the white armor. What is it? Solar Watch, I think they're called. Solar Watch, but we basically changed out the red for like the vibrant blue, and then did a Jade on the weapons, on the gems, etc. But essentially, it is a battalion of Adeptus Custodes. Alright, so just going down the army list, we have our Trajan Valoris. We have one shield captain on relic jet bike, 6 of the jet bikes, and then we have 9 custodian guard, 6 with shields and swords, and 3 with spears. And then we have the Telemann dreadnought with magnetized weapons. We have the Caladius dreadnought with sword and shield. We have 4 custodian wardens with axes. We have 4 of the Aloris Terminators and the shield captain in Terminator armor. We have 2 of the Caladius grav-tanks. And then we also have Valyrian conversion, a Vexilla conversion that's magnetized with axe or shield, and then 3 objectives over here as well. And we'll take a closer look at everything. And we're still going to do some transfers on a couple of tanks, a couple of vehicles basically, just to add a couple final touches on there. But as you can see, everything has come out very nicely and has a completely custom color scheme to them that really stands out and separates them from anything I've ever seen before, and gives them a nice, beautiful custom look to them. Very vibrant color scheme, but also very elegant with the white, and then it really lets the gold stand out as more of an accent color rather than just like taking everything over and just being like a big metallic blur. So we'll do some close-up looks at some of the different pieces, just to get a little bit clearer of a view. So this is magnetized, obviously, so you can remove him from the display base. But as you can see, looking at like Valyrian, you can barely even notice him. So we wanted something special for Trajan, so he still would like stand out and stand above everything. So that's why we kind of went this route with him. And as you can see, completely custom look. Real nice how the blue cloth has done, but also like the jade weapons and everything. And then as you can see, like the lion face and everything has a nice amount of detail and really custom look to him. Really got down in there on his face too, made sure he looks like old and grizzled. And then this is our Valyrian conversion. The weapon is done to look similar in style to Trajan's weapon, so it has like the wings built into it. And then originally the client was talking about swapping the face, but decided to keep this face, and I'm real happy he did. It looks really nice like this, I think. And again, you really get like the like elegant look and vibrant colors of like the cloak and the actual spear itself and everything. And then this was a conversion for the shield captain in Aloris Terminator armor, and we went with like the double-headed axe on that one, and then added like a little bit of the like banner bits and everything on there. And once again, just really went through and picked out the details, made sure like the weapon was like extremely vibrant, and like the facial details like made him look realistic, like a man, not just like a little toy. And then our typical relic jet bike conversion, we added on the shield, added on like the wings from the standard bearer, added on like the cape on back there and everything. And then of course this is magnetized, so he can be removed from the stand, as are all the jet bikes. And then the weapons are magnetized as well, so you can like reposition them however you like. You can remove them for easy storage or transport or whatever. So that's always nice to have, obviously. And the detail really stands out. And once again, I mean, I don't know if you can see like the computer screen and like his little, we do like the little glowing bits on the armor and everything. it's tough for the camera with like everything going on behind it to kind of get it all in one picture. It's better if I have like an all black screen or something like that behind it so you can see. But yeah, all those are magnetized and everything. Lots of cool customizations. I'm a real big fan of these bros. The models really stand out. The detail and uniqueness of all of them, different poses. You can do like the double or single axe, which is really cool. Really cool. And you know, obviously the Terminators look real nice and everything. Just your basic like Adeptus Custodes, you know, just stand out on the battlefield. And then of course, I mean, this guy is absolutely awesome. Huge fan of not only the model but like the custom basing and everything. And then went ahead and magnetized him as well, so he is like fully posable. So you can kind of like switch it up if you want the shield like more down to the side or something like that. If you want the sword like a little more in front or whatever, you can kind of change it up however you want. And again, these things kind of sit in place if you don't move it. After you do the wash, you got to kind of move the joint a little bit. But there you have basically a couple options. And then once again, we got the big dog, and you know, went ahead and magnetized these so they can be like moved around. The arms go up and down. This is fully magnetized. The waist is fully magnetized, so you can remove him. And then we also had the fist for him as well. So if you get bored of the shooting version, you can switch over to the hand-to-hand combat. And then same type of thing, you know, like you want to make sure that you have all the options that you could need. So basically you have the axe here, and then we also magnetize like the axe arm, and then we give you like the shield as well, so you can swap between that, you know, and you'll have like all your options for games and everything. And sometimes it gets lost in the oh, and here's just a couple like custom little objectives. This is like a little escape pod. The Custodes got to go in and like rescue whoever out of there or something. Here's just like something thematic to kind of like fit the army. And then I mean, what mission would be complete without like some energy cores? So basically just do a couple like custom objectives, something different, you know, that you're not going to see. Just come up with something cool. And then you can take a look at the tanks. You know, you really lose sight of the bases a lot of times with how like cool they are and how detailed they are. And you know, you don't really get that in the videos and in the pictures. And if you didn't see the video on how we made these bases, there is a tutorial. Basically this whole entire army's bases were made for like less than 50 cents a piece. Probably was like $30 to make all these bases, and they're all one of a kind custom. I call them like the ruined temple bases, but I can put a link in the description also. But you know, here's your tank and everything. You can see obviously we did like a nice cool like fade job. It's hard for the colors to pick up, or the camera to pick up like all the little detail and everything. A lot of times it looks like shadows, but it's actually like, you know, the light source or the paint that we've like made look super cool. And then in the, you know, in the videos it doesn't quite stand out as much. So like the blue and the white like isn't always like super evident in the pictures, but there's a lot of depth to it in real life. And that's why I like this specific color combination, because of how vibrant it is. And you know, obviously you could glue any of that stuff like if you wanted it like permanently done or anything, but I like to leave that to you know, to the client when they get it. So the next thing we're gonna do is go through and do a couple of transfers, some art coat, and that's it. That's a wrap. We'll be all finished up with this one, and it'll be headed out the door. It obviously came out very nice, very nice. I'm extremely happy with each and every model in it, and the overall like cohesiveness of the army, and then also like the uniqueness of it. The colors specifically, like we worked together to make sure that it was like a unique color combination, but also that it was going to like stand out not only from the bases themselves, but from like other armies that you would see on the battlefield. And I think we 100% achieved that. I mean, I've never seen another army like this, and likely never will. Really happy with all the selections on color and the units that the client picked, and hopefully, you know, when I unveil it here, he will be happy with it as well. So, and we'll be back with that and let you know how that goes shortly. So, but here we have the Adeptus Custodes solar watch, custom. We replaced the red with the blue, but we did the white armor with jade weapons, the green glow, and blue accents, and then of course, what Custodes army would be complete without some gold and some Leadbelcher. And there's quite a bit of the Citadel contrast paints are what made this possible for the armor, as well as the blue, and then a combination of not only the contrast paints but also their regular Citadel and Games Workshop color line to create like seamless blends between the different colors. So but once again, very happy with how this came out, and I'm looking forward to you know, unleashing this one on the battlefield and seeing it hopefully in some battle reports somewhere around the world, playing games and being enjoyed. And this just gives you an idea too, you know, not only an unveiling of what a, you know, commission army looks like, but what a studio army looks like. Because something like this, you know, you basically get to pick everything out, and someone does all the work for you. And it's not that you couldn't get it done, but it's like a matter of like, how long would it take you to get this done? Because I think like most gamers, most experienced like modelers or painters, you know, can easily like build an army like this in time. I don't think the issue is that they have the skill or the ability. I think it's more about the discipline, because something like this is going to take, you know, most people, I would say, have been in the hobby for a few years, some people a decade, and probably don't have like a studio level awesome army. So how long does it take your average gamer to build an army this awesome? I don't know. But if you go to your job and earn up, you know, enough money and pay somebody else to do it, I know you get it a lot quicker and you get to enjoy it. So but not that that's the excuse or anything, but you know, as everybody goes back to work and goes back to hopefully like, you know, the new normal or whatever, you know, all of a sudden we're going to appreciate all that time we had, like, you know, we could have been working on stuff or getting stuff done, and go back to our busy lives, hopefully just like they were before, only a little bit better. So but here we have our Adeptus Custodes finished army commission. We're going to do a quick video on applying the transfers and some art coat and get this bad boy out the door so it can get on a tabletop near you. So very happy with how it came out. Make sure you check out our Facebook page and eBay store. Give this a like, subscribe, share. We'd love it if you'd share this on your like Facebook pages or groups that you're in. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.